Well, it's not quite as hot, certainly smoky out there for today in many communities in the south. There is a smoke warning in place for most communities in the south as well, especially all of the far south. 21 degrees was the high in Calgary for today. Again, because we had such smoky conditions, we didn't get enough sun to heat things up like it typically would have for today. 19 degrees for Regina and Saskatoon, 21 in Edmonton, certainly different than when we kicked off last week. Cranbrook, you can see, so on the BC side, less smoke, 33 degrees was the high, but on the Alberta side, where all that smoke is basically being filtered down, being held in by the mountains and moving on in and settling right here for us. So it's here to stay on and off anyway. You'll notice some times when it may be a little bit better, but at times it will be quite smoky once again, and we could get back to that 10 plus on the scale as we go through these next 24 hours here and there. So those low 20s for temperatures right now because of this. This is the warning in place because of the smoke, and it includes Empress down and through Medicine Hat down to the US border, Brooks included over to Calgary, and then up because the smoke is just being funneled in here and then sticking around, moving off into Saskatchewan as well at this point. I showed you this already, but as you can see, there will be waves. So I'll play this through, but 10 plus is where we were in Lethbridge this morning, and 10 for Medicine Hat and many other communities in the far south. So that's the worst part of the scale. That's the higher risk part of the scale. So if you have any sort of underlying conditions, it's best not to go outside and breathe any of this in. And if you don't have underlying conditions, you're also supposed to limit outdoor activity. All right, so on and off. This is a look at Wednesday later in the day, and you can see it looks like we get a break from this, but then we have another wave that will roll back in as well. Because we have systems tracking off to the east, it's pulling that air in from the north. There's one of those systems off to the east here. So clear other than the smoke. Not a whole lot to worry about with regards to any sort of precipitation or thunderstorm activity, but we are looking at smoky conditions on and off as we go through here these next couple of days. All right, and then some cloud cover pushing in potentially here and there as well during those breaks. But overall, we're not looking at the active weather. We're just looking at smoky conditions here and there. For the East Kootenay area, with the humidex tomorrow feeling like 37, you're looking at that hazy sky, but of course, better air quality on the BC side in comparison to what's going on here for the most part anyway. 34 degrees, again, feeling more like 37. That's overly hot. Okay, local smoke for Crow's Nest Pass area, which means smoky at times, and then at times it'll be okay. 31 degrees is the high for tomorrow, and you should get some peaks of sunshine throughout the day. Similar idea for Medicine Hat, local smoke at times, and a high of 31. The reason we should get into the 30s tomorrow, Lethbridge included, as you can see here, is because we should get more breaks from the smoke tomorrow in comparison to today. We drop down to 23 for Thursday, and we remain in those 20s as we go through the rest of the work week.